Hey, where are you? My wedding ceremony is about to start. Mom, Dad, Ryan, where is everyone?
Oh my, was today your wedding?
What? You don't even remember your daughter's wedding date? Don't tell me you all just forgot and are still staying at home.
Oh, home? Nope, we're all on a hot springs trip right now. We just arrived at the hotel.
What? You're actually on a hot springs trip on your daughter's wedding day?
Well, Ryan managed to advance to the next year without failing any classes. Medical school is so difficult, and getting credits is so hard. To advance without dropping a single credit, Ryan is truly my pride and joy.
That's impressive, but today is your daughter's wedding, the day your daughter wears a wedding dress. How could you plan a hot springs trip on such a day? Are you crazy?
I guess I just forgot.
Mom, this is the most important day of my life. We've been planning this for months. I sent you the invitation many months ago and even confirmed the date with you.
Oh, did you? Then I must have mixed up the dates. You know how busy I am supporting your brother's studies.
What? Mixed up the dates? You deliberately scheduled it to clash. You knew about my wedding and planned Ryan's celebration trip anyway. You never intended to come to my wedding in the first place.
Why are you making such accusations? I'm hurt that you would think I'd do something so cruel.
Because this isn't the first time you've done this to me. You've been prioritizing Ryan over me for years.
So, what if I did? Parents don't have to attend their daughter's wedding, especially when you're just a high school graduate. Unlike Ryan, I don't want to attend such an embarrassing daughter's wedding.
What? You won't attend your daughter's wedding just because I'm a high school graduate?
That's an important reason. Ryan has been brilliant since childhood and now attends medical school, but you've always been inefficient and failed your college entrance exams. If I attended such an embarrassing daughter's wedding, I'd be humiliated.
What?
A high school graduate can only get jobs at local companies, and as a result, you're just an office worker at some obscure company nobody's heard of, and your fiancé is just a co-worker from the same dull company. It's all so embarrassing.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is your image so important that you'd skip your own daughter's wedding?
Image is everything! What would my friends think if they knew my daughter couldn't even get into college? At least with Ryan, I have something to be proud of.
You've been saying such horrible things while I've been quiet. I couldn't take the entrance exam because I had a high fever. Yet you got angry, tore up my application forms. That's why I couldn't take the makeup exam.
My, are you blaming me for that? It was all your fault for not taking better care of your health.
I was sick. How could that be my fault? And you destroying my application was deliberately sabotaging me.
Don't be dramatic. You probably would have failed the exam anyway.
I begged you to let me try again the next year, saying I'd pay for it myself, but you wouldn't allow it. That's why I got a job. I moved on from the entrance exams and worked hard. I've achieved results, and now hold an important position.
What important position? No matter how hard you work at a no-name company, it means nothing.
You don't even know where I work because you've never bothered to ask. You're always too busy bragging about Ryan.
That's because there's nothing to brag about with you.
So, am I still your embarrassing daughter? Please, just once, try to look at me properly.
Look at what? Someone who couldn't even manage to get into college? Someone who settled for just a mediocre job and a mediocre husband?
What? I can't believe this.
Shut up, you bottom-tier high school graduate. Your education is just high school. There's a world of difference between you and Ryan, who got into med school on his first try. My only child is my excellent and prideful son, Ryan. I don't even consider you my daughter anymore.
Mom, I've tried so hard to make you proud all these years. I've worked overtime, supported the family, and still managed to plan this wedding, hoping you'd finally acknowledge me.
I've been saying it since you were little, right? I'm not interested in failure children. So of course, I don't care about your marriage either. I'm not interested in the man chosen by someone with poor education. Anyway, we'll enjoy our hot springs trip, so go ahead with your wedding.
Fine, I will, but don't regret this later.
Huh? Regret what? About missing a mediocre wedding? Don't make me laugh. I won't regret anything. Well then, let's both enjoy today.
Goodbye, Mom. I hope the hot springs are worth missing your daughter's wedding for.
They certainly will be. Have fun playing dress up in your cheap wedding dress.
I'm sorry, sis. I had no idea your wedding was today. Dad and I just found out hearing about this from a relative. We actually thought the ceremony was next month.
What? Next month? I told everyone the date, didn't I? I sent invitations to the whole family.
Mom told us that the date had changed. She said the venue had to reschedule it exactly 1 month later. We had already taken time off, so we thought it would be a waste and decided to go on a hot spring trip.
I see. So Mom lied to you all to make you miss it. I thought you and Dad just weren't interested in my wedding either.
What? That would never happen. I've been looking forward to seeing you walk down the aisle. I even bought a new suit, especially for the occasion.
Really? That means a lot to hear, Ryan.
Of course. You're my sister. I'm so proud of you. I was devastated when I found out we missed it. But we did miss it. And that's a fact. So I understand why you think that way. Your husband's family probably misunderstands this situation too. I hope I can even explain this. I just feel horrible about everything.
In that case, don't worry. I'll explain it well to my husband and his family.
No, I can't let you do that. It would be embarrassing to leave it all to you. Plus, I personally want to apologize to everyone directly.
What? Why personally?
Actually, your husband's father might be a professor at my university.
What? My father-in-law?
Your husband's last name is pretty unique, right? Written as Delacroix. And it is a French name, right? There's actually a professor with the same last name at my university.
Well, come to think of it, my father-in-law did say he works in education.
Really? What department does he teach in?
He's in the medical department, I believe. He specializes in neuroscience.
Oh no, then it's definitely him. And I'm supposed to join his semester next year. And I went to his office after the exam to introduce myself. During our chat, he mentioned his son was getting married, and the wedding date was exactly today.
Oh my, this is too much of a coincidence.
This is just a disaster. I'm going to be studying under my sister-in-law's father, and I missed their wedding because of my mom's lie.
Ryan, calm down. We'll figure this out together.
I don't want him to think I'm a thoughtless student. Of course, I feel terrible about missing your wedding because of Mom's lie. I want to sincerely apologize to both of you and your husband, and I definitely need to apologize to the professor too.
In that case, I'll help arrange it. First, I'll explain the situation and set up a time for apologies.
Really? You would do that for me, even though I missed your wedding?
Of course, I know it wasn't your fault.
Thanks, sis. You're the best. I was so worried when I realized what happened.
So Ryan, just calm down. Mom is the only one at fault, not you. My husband and his father are understanding people. They'll get it once we explain.
I hope so. I'm still in shock about Mom's behavior. How could she do this to you?
She's always favored you, Ryan. It's not your fault, but it's been this way for years, so it's not so surprising to me.
Really? I never realized it was this bad. I'm really sorry, sis.
You don't need to apologize for Mom's actions. You've always been kind to me.
Thanks, sis. I'll give you both a proper wedding gift later. I've been saving my part-time job money for a wedding gift too.
Thank you, Ryan. That's very thoughtful of you.
It's the least I can do, and I want to meet your husband properly too. Is he treating you well?
He's a wonderful husband, Ryan. I think you'll really like him.
I'm sure I will. Anyone who makes my sister happy is good in my book.
Thank you, Ryan. See you later then.
See you soon, sis. And again, I'm so sorry about today.
Hey, Emily, what is this all about? Why am I the only one not allowed in the house? I've come all this way to apologize.
Apologies from Ryan and Dad are enough. I don't want to accept your apology, so please just leave.
How can you be so cruel to your own mother after I raised you all these years?
Raised me? You mean when you constantly belittled me and favored Ryan?
Don't be ridiculous. Open the door right now. I never imagined your husband's father would be a medical school professor. And your husband is both a lawyer and a licensed doctor. I need to apologize properly, or it'll leave a bad impression of me.
Ah, now I understand. You only care because of who my in-laws are.
That's not true. I care because you're my daughter.
You've always made a bad impression, all right?
What did you say?
You look down on your high school graduate daughter, calling her bottom tier and embarrassing. You don't even know I work at a law firm, and you assume my husband is bottom tier too, so you skip the wedding. You've already made the worst possible impression.
What? Suddenly acting so high and mighty. Don't get carried away just because you caught a good husband. The fact that you're a bottom-tier high school graduate doesn't change. Just because your husband and father-in-law are impressive doesn't make you impressive.
I could say the exact same thing back to you.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Having a son in medical school doesn't make you impressive either. That's Ryan's achievement, not yours.
My, what an infuriating daughter! How dare you take such an impertinent attitude toward your mother? Well then, I won't hold back either. A bottom-tier high school graduate like you will get divorced soon anyway, and when that happens, there'll be no place for you back home. Even if you come crying back as a divorcee, I won't let you in.
I would never come back to you, and for your information, my marriage is built on mutual respect and love, something you clearly know nothing about.
How dare you, after everything I've sacrificed for this family?
The one who has no place here is you, Mom. If you keep saying such terrible things to my sister, I won't hold back either.
Huh?
I came here to support my sister, something you should have done at her wedding.
What?
Please, just stop this. I can't bear to see my own mother act like this. It's too embarrassing.
Wait, is that you, Ryan? Why are you answering to this? Please, Ryan, let your mother in. I want to apologize to the professor with you.
So it's only about the professor now. What about apologizing to Emily and her husband? They're the ones that deserve an apology from you.
Of course, that too. Please, Ryan, just let me in.
We've already apologized to her husband and his parents. They've forgiven us conditionally, and you'd only get in the way now. So just go home.
Forgiven conditionally? Did they ask you for money or something?
Money? Of course not. Is that all you think about? They're not like you, Mom. They forgave us on the condition that we never let you interact with them again.
What? What a terrible condition! To never interact with me again! I'm sure Emily was the one who suggested such a thing. Just like the bottom-tier high school graduate, getting so upset over a little hot springs trip.
A little hot springs trip? You deliberately sabotaged Emily's wedding day and broke her heart, and now you have the audacity to downplay it?
I didn't sabotage anything. I just made other plans.
You lied to Dad and me about the date. That's deliberate sabotage.
Ryan, please, you don't understand. I was only trying to protect our family's reputation.
Mom, if my sister is a bottom-tier high school graduate, then you with the same education are a bottom tier too. How can you look down on her so much?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Dad just told me. You're also a high school graduate. In fact, just like Sis, you failed your entrance exam because of a high fever on the test day. Then you met Dad at a prep school you attended afterward.
That's a lie. Wait! Your father didn't tell everyone that, did he?
He told everyone everything. Why you hate Sis so much. Why you're so fixed on academic background. It was just self-hatred all along. You couldn't stand that Sis made the same mistake that you did.
Well,
You were trying for medical school, but failed even after 3 attempts. Then you pressured Dad to marry you. In the end, you never got a job and became a housewife. That's what I heard.
No way! He actually told you all that? It wasn't like that. I chose to become a housewife to support our family.
After failing to get into medical school 3 times, the same path you ridiculed Emily for potentially taking.
That's different. I made that sacrifice for the family.
From my perspective, your education is worse than Sis. You just kept running away. That's the lowest level of education. I don't think you have any right to look down on Sis.
How can you speak to your mother this way, after everything I've done for you?
What exactly have you done for me that Dad and Emily haven't done more of?
Well...
I always wondered why you were so hard on Sis, but now the mystery is solved. You were just taking out your frustration on Sis and me. You're truly the worst mother.
How can you say I'm the worst? I've dedicated my entire life to this family. I've supported your education, made sure you had everything you needed. I was the one who encouraged you to aim for medical school.
Just so you know, no one is on your side anymore. We've all been inconvenienced because of you. Sis had her wedding ruined. Dad and I couldn't attend an important wedding, and I've caused trouble for an important university professor. It's all your fault, and none of us will forgive you.
Forgive? What are you going to do to me?
Nothing. I'll just distance myself from you like Sis is doing. If Sis never interacts with you again, neither will I. Both of us are cutting ties with you.
What? You can't mean that. We're family. You can't just cut ties with your own mother.
Watch us. You've shown us exactly how little family means to you. If you need anything from us in the future, just communicate through Dad. From now on, I don't want any personal interactions with you either.
Wait, Ryan, who do you think got you into medical school? It's because I've been supporting your studies all along.
I never received support from a bottom-tier high school graduate mom.
What? How dare you use my education against me? That's completely different.
I'm grateful to Dad for paying my tuition. I'm grateful to Sis for patiently teaching me during my entrance exam studies, but I don't remember you ever doing anything for me.
What are you saying? I supported you as a housewife. I did all the cooking and laundry so you could concentrate on your studies.
Huh? You dumped it all on Sis, and now you have the nerve to say that? All you did was gossip with the neighbors and brag about my test scores.
What? That's a complete lie. I always took care of the household.
You said a high school graduate who works can't have much to do, so you must have free time, and you dumped everything on Sis when she was working hard as a new employee. Sis said, "I'm fine, you focus on your studies," so I kept quiet, but I knew everything.
No way.
And you have the nerve to say that you supported me. You're truly an embarrassing existence. So don't appear before us anymore, especially not in front of Sis. Otherwise, I won't forgive you.
Ryan, please, don't do this to your mother.
Goodbye, Mom.
What have you done? Because of you, my beloved Ryan hates me now, and your father lectured me all night. Everything's a mess because of you.
I told you not to contact me, yet here you are, and your first words are complaints.
Why are you being so difficult? Can't you see how much you've hurt me?
I can't believe this. After everything you've done, you're still playing the victim?
Ah, no, that's not it. Please, wait, don't end the conversation. That's not what I meant to say. I contacted you because I want to make up with you, Emily.
Huh? Make up with me? After calling me embarrassing, bottom tier, and saying you don't consider me your daughter anymore? That's quite a sudden change of heart.
I was just upset. People say things they don't mean when they're upset. I'll reflect on everything I've done, and from now on, I'll be kind to you. I intend to love you properly as a mother. You are my proud daughter, so please, won't you make up with your mother?
No way. That's way too convenient.
What do you mean, convenient? I'm sincerely apologizing to you here.
You're only apologizing because you found out who my husband and father-in-law are, and because Ryan and Dad are upset with you, not because you actually regret how you've treated me all these years.
Your mother is truly reflecting on her actions. I'm sorry for always projecting myself onto you. But no matter what, no matter how painful things get, we're still mother and daughter. We're the only mother and daughter we have, so let's not cut ties, okay?
If you had said this 10 years ago, I might have reconsidered. But it's too late now, Mom. I'm not a child who can be swayed by such sweet words anymore. I never want to forgive you.
What? How can you be so cold after I've sincerely apologized?
A sincere apology would acknowledge what you did wrong and take responsibility. All you've done is make excuses and try to guilt me into forgiving you.
But what am I supposed to do now? Your father and Ryan say they won't forgive me unless I make up with you.
You see, there you go again. In the end, you're only worried about yourself. You're always so self-centered. How is this reflecting on your actions?
That's not true. I'm worried about our precious family falling apart.
Really? Is that so? The family you didn't care about when you deliberately missed my wedding?
Hey, what's with that attitude? Your mother is apologizing so kindly. It's terrible that you won't even accept my apology. No matter how old you get, you're still my child. When a parent says to forgive, a child should quietly obey to that.
Huh? That's strange. Didn't you say to me, I don't even consider you my daughter anymore?
I didn't mean that literally. It was just something I said in the heat of the moment.
So, don't suddenly start treating me like your child. Take responsibility for your words. Even a high school graduate or someone who failed 3 times should understand that, right?
How dare you mock your mother like that? You're a high school graduate just like me. A stupid daughter who failed the entrance exam and couldn't go to college has no right to act so cocky.
I'm actually attending college now.
Huh? What? Since when?
I've been attending night classes for the past year. My husband has been very supportive.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I'm different from you, Mom, who escaped into marriage after failing 3 times. I'm working hard as a professional, and I'm studying hard as a working student, too.
No way, wait. You're actually attending college?
If I work hard, I suppose I can graduate in about 2 years. I'm so grateful to my husband who supports my dream of going to college.
So, you'll soon have a college degree?
I'm not working hard for the degree, but yes, that's what will happen. Now you're going to be the only high school graduate in the family, Mom.
No way, that can't be. This is impossible. Why would you get a better education than me?
I've been working hard for this, Mom.
How can you get into college? This can't be happening. My own daughter looking down on me.
Well, Mom, take care. I want to focus on my work, studies, and married life, so I'll delete all your contact information from now on. Please don't contact me again.
Please, Emily, don't do this to your mother. I've apologized. What more do you want from me?
Nothing. I just want you out of my life, forever.
Wait, no. How about we have dinner sometime? Spend some quality time like mother and daughter.
No, thank you, because that will never happen. Goodbye, Mom.
Emily, don't you dare hang up on me! Emily!
According to Dad, Mom was so shocked to learn I was attending college that she stayed in bed for nearly a month. When she finally got up, she started saying things like, education doesn't matter, it's what's inside that counts, and kept making disparaging remarks about me being a working student. Seeing this, Dad said, she's just so hopeless, I think I'll divorce her within a few years, and he's steadily preparing for divorce. Indeed, education doesn't matter. And surely Mom, with only a high school diploma, no work experience, and formerly a full-time housewife, can manage just fine after the divorce with her wonderful inner qualities. By the way, I later received proper wedding gifts from my brother and father, and I heard that Ryan is working hard in his studies, with my father-in-law saying he's a serious and good student.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Wow, I can't believe you're getting married just like that. I don't understand how there was someone willing to make such a basic girl like you their wife.
Hold on, Lexi. Whatever happened to congratulating someone for getting married?
I'm sorry. I just heard about this from Mom and was in complete shock. Congratulations on getting married, Hannah. Great thing you did that just before you became too old for most men.
I don't think I'm going to say thank you to something as ridiculous as that now.
But you know who I want to talk about right now besides you? I want to talk about your husband and the fact that he's most likely some slob that was unmarriable just like you. Way to go, picking up the scraps like that, big sis. Would have been a lot nicer had you ended up like me, though. Cute and actually interesting to talk to.
Don't call my husband a slob and someone unmarriable, please. He is a very nice man. And starting now, I'll be joining him in making sure his company grows and makes him more money.
What? What do you mean, his company? Is your husband the owner of some company?
Yes, he is. That's why I just quit my job as we were getting married. From now on, I'll be working for him inside his company. At least that's the plan.
What? A boring and basic woman like you got married to a CEO? In other words, that makes you the wife of a CEO now? Well, I wouldn't say that just yet, considering his company is still small. But as time goes on, I hope to help him build it up. And then you can start calling me something so honorable. He's going to be running the company, though, and I'll just continue working for him.
Who cares about all that? I'm just in shock over the fact that you're the wife of a CEO now. How dare you marry a company-owning man like him?
I wasn't trying to be mean or anything, and it's not like this is that big of a deal. He owns a little company that I'll be joining to help build with him, that's all.
But Hannah, you left your job to go and help him, right? That job you had before was really good, with a good salary and great benefits, right? You went and quit your job there to go and work with your husband now? That means you have to be making way more money with your husband. Tell me right now how much he's making every year there. Hundreds of thousands? Million even?
Hey, stop asking about how much money my husband brings in, please. I'm not going to tell you anything about that right now.
I see. In other words, he's making so much that you don't want to share.
What? I never said that.
I'm so shocked by how this all unfolded. I was totally thinking that someone as basic and gloomy as you would never find yourself a man to marry. Yet now, you're married to a very successful company-owning man. Is your husband one of those men that is attracted to ugly people?
Excuse me?
Well, I'll be able to learn about all of those details in person later on, right? Hey, Hannah! Do you mind lending me some money right now? Would really help me a lot if you were to lend me $5,000 right now.
So you start things off by making fun of my husband and I, yet now you expect for me to lend you money? And $5,000? I'll give you $5 if that's how serious of a situation you're in.
Well, I've started to want to get married myself now. I would like to be like you, finding myself an amazing husband with loads of money that I can have. That's why I was thinking of going to a speed dating party, or perhaps creating my own account online to start finding myself some decent men. But of course, all of those things cost money, right?
I suppose you would have to pay to attend those events, as well as a monthly fee for any dating and marriage apps.
Unfortunately, I'm no full-time employee, but just a simple part-timer. Which means I don't have any money in my savings, but would really like help finding a man. If you've been able to get yourself a rich husband, then you should be able to lend me a couple grand at the very least, right?
I told you things aren't like that with him, but if you really want me to lend you some money, you'll have to sign an IOU first. I know that both Mom and Dad have been wanting the same thing for you, finding a man that can get you out of their house and into a life of your own.
I'll sign! Then let's get to it and get that money into my bank account. If we don't get to work here right now, any future would-be husbands might get away from me.
Hannah, I'm sorry for bringing this up right before our wedding. I'm sorry to also have to ask this, but please leave me.
What?
I know it's only been just 3 months since we got married, so I'm really sorry. And our wedding is this weekend, but I can't keep hiding my true feelings anymore. I want to break things off with you and marry Lexi now.
Excuse me? Wait a second, Zachary. What the hell did you just say to me? You want to divorce me now, so that you can get married to my little sister? What the hell are you going on about right now?
I knew that you'd get upset with me for saying this, but just listen to me. Actually, I've been dating Lexi for a little while now.
Huh? So in other words, you mean that you've been cheating on me with her? You and I, we've only been married for 3 months now, and you did that? You went and started cheating on your new wife with her little sister?
I'm really sorry, but at this point, the only person I'm attracted to is Lexi, and I can't get her out of my head. She's literally the only thing I can think about anymore.
How can you say something like that to me? I married you because I thought we were both on the same page when we said we wanted to grow happy and old together. I quit my job in order to be able to support you and your company. We were supposed to both be in this together, Lloyd.
I'm very thankful that you did something as selfless as that. I really suck at things like paperwork and advertising things. Because of you, things became a whole lot easier for me, and I've really appreciated all of that. But compared to you, Lexi is far more my type, and I just know that she and I will be happier together.
Huh? You think you'll be happier with her then?
There is nobody else more cute than she is and who's willing to do anything and everything for me. No matter when or where we are, she's always worried about me and so kind. This is the first time in my life where I've felt so close and connected to someone.
What the hell are you saying, Zachary? I have done so much for you that most other women would never even think of doing. And that's because I love you. I have already sacrificed my job for your company and have even been doing all the chores at home so that you can focus on your goals.
But Lexi gave me a very high-end and fashionable necktie.
What? She bought you a high-end brand necktie?
At first, when she came to me confessing the feelings she had for me, I just assumed she was joking around and said no to her. But after that, she continued to send me text after text telling me how much she was in love with me. Then, last month on my birthday, she told me she at least wanted me to take the present she had gotten for me. And that was when she came to me and gave me this insanely expensive high-brand necktie. This is the first time in my life where I've ever gotten a present worth more than $1,000.
You're kidding me. So that's all it took for you to jump from me to my little sister, even though we're married? All you ever wanted from someone was a simple present that cost more than $1,000? I thought the gift of being married was something you would never be willing to throw away.
And I really did enjoy the fact that you married me, but I've never experienced love like the kind that Lexi has for me. I've been so emotionally moved by the way she's shown her love to me that I can't get her out of my head. That girl is destined for me. I just know it.
No way.
That's why I'm asking you to please divorce me. I'll get the papers tonight, so please make sure to sign them all for me.
Excuse me, Lexi. What the hell is going on here? Explain yourself right now. How the hell could you take your sister's husband from her like that?
I stole your husband, didn't I? Sorry, but I'm going to be getting married to Zachary now.
I'm not playing games right now, you bitch. I thought you went out looking for your own man already. Why the actual hell did you end up dating my husband of all people instead?
What? I went out looking, and that's when I found your husband and decided he'd be the man I married.
Huh?
He was just the man I was looking for, Hannah. One that has a lot of money and decent looks, would easily succumb to the cuteness and love of a little girl like me. All I had to do was buy him an expensive present, and he started going on about how it was the first time he'd ever received a present like that, like some idiot. Seriously, it is way too easy to get men to want us, right?
What?
Thank you so much! You were willing to lend me that $5,000 I asked for. And with that money, I was able to get the necktie that was key to getting Zachary to fall for me.
Come on now. You actually used the $5,000 I gave to you on that necktie? You used my money that I lended to you on a high-end necktie that you could use to steal my husband?
You really thought I'd just be going to some stupid events and going onto apps to try and find myself a man? Those are just a waste of money where women and men hook up to have some easy sex, right? I would have never found myself a man that I wanted to marry at one of those events.
So you borrowed my money with that plan in mind from the start? In order to steal my husband from me, you asked me to lend you some money because you didn't have any. How much more of a bitch can you become, Lexi?
You are so miserable right now that it's insane, Hannah! And you just handed me that money without a thought behind your eyes, all so that I could go and steal your husband from you. I feel so bad for you right now that I'd be willing to use some of Zachary's money later to get you a funeral.
And you're not even going to bother apologizing to me. Instead, just laughing at the hell you've created. Well, I'm just going to warn you, there is not a bone in my body that wants to forgive you.
I'm not asking you to ever forgive me. As long as I can become the wife of a CEO, that's all I need. And now that I have one in my grasp, I'm on track to winning at this game called life.
Huh?
Zachary really is such a wonderful person, isn't he? He is so madly in love with me right now that he'll listen to anything I say. And for our wedding, we'll be having a gorgeous wedding that's going to cost over $50,000.
You guys plan to still throw a wedding even though everyone is going to know that you stole my husband from me?
What's wrong with having a wedding after stealing your husband? I told him that I want to have a wedding no matter what, and he replied by saying he'd give me whatever kind of wedding I asked for. That's why I already called around and have set up plans to have a $50,000 wedding. I just knew that having a CEO husband meant that I could have anything.
A CEO husband, huh?
Now that you're aware of everything, hurry up and leave that man. Your CEO husband is no longer yours to have anymore. He's head over heels for me right now and wants to give me a $50,000 wedding.
Even though he's only bringing in around $25,000 a year?
What?
So, it'll take him 2 years to pay that wedding off, as long as he doesn't spend a penny on anything else. I guess if you don't mind eating dirt and living under a bridge after your wedding, go right ahead. He'll be throwing all the money he earns those next 2 years, just so that you guys can have one special day together.
Hold it right there, you! Zachary is not that lame, okay? He'd never be making such chump change as that. He is the owner and operator of a company, right? He shouldn't be making so little money as that. Instead, close to $500,000 a year, right?
You never understood what I was saying before then. Just because he has a company that he runs doesn't mean he's living large. His company is so small that it is literally just him working there and nobody else. There are plenty of people like him too, with their own company and all only making close to $30,000 a year. Yet, they can still be called CEOs, technically, since they operate their company.
What?
I mean, Zachary is a CEO, legally anyway. But in reality, all he's doing is a little bit of work every day just to keep some money flowing. And if he were to try really, really hard 1 year, at most, he'd get close to $32,000.
What? Are you sure?
So if you'd like me to take a word out of your books, he is making chump change. And my goodness, is it wild that you'll be having a $50,000 wedding with a man like that.
You have to be lying right now. You're just trying to bully me now by making up that lie. I mean, you literally quit your good job to be with and support him, right? If his company was worth you leaving such a good job behind, that means you both have been very busy making a lot of money at his company, right? Which means these past 3 months you guys have been making bank, right?
The only reason I quit my job was because of the timing. I have always wanted to start working on my own time, and since I was getting married, I thought, what better time than to do so? And because of the time on my hands, I thought that I would spend some of it helping his company out.
What? When you say you wanted to start working on your own time, does that mean you've started to freelance as well or something?
Not just freelance, but start working on making a company of my own where I could improve and use all my skills. So I started a company that does the same thing as Zachary's, a design company. And as a way of helping the both of us, I started having my company work together with his. And then, with some willpower and a bit of luck, I landed my first customer.
What? You're telling me that you have a customer now?
And I am very thankful for it. They told me that they noticed all the effort I was putting in and wanted to start supporting my goals. But of course, due to that, a lot of the income that Lloyd had been making went to me, as the customer wanted to only work with me. So even though we are both running companies within the same field, I'm making more than he is. But that is because of the work I've been putting in and nothing else.
What?
As I told you, right now, Zachary is making around $25,000 to $30,000 a year, right? Well, I'm making close to 5 times that much with the help of such a loyal customer. And there are more to come once I get things more commercialized.
In other words, you're making over $100,000 now?
Sure, I might be some basic girl to you, but at least I have a company now where I'm starting to feel like I'm really successful. Now, I'm going to get to that divorce you both have been wanting so badly. And of course, once him and I are exes, I'll no longer be helping him at all with his company, and I'll be taking all my support with me.
No way! That would mean he'd be all on his own running his company, right?
I'm sure if he were to step up his game just a little, he'd be able to design some better products that people would really like. And let's hope there are people out there willing to work with a man who was so crazy he'd cheat on his own wife with her younger sister. Now, I have bags to start packing so that I can get out of here. And I'll make sure by the end of today, him and I are divorced.
I'm not screwing around, Hannah. Why would you take all of those customers I had with you? I get that I didn't have many, but now I literally have nobody. Tell them to come back and buy from me right now.
Don't complain to me about all of that. They all have told me they'd rather be purchasing and working with me than you. If you have a problem with that, then you voice your problems to them. But
What was that?
I don't think you have any time to be doing all of that anymore, do you? You have to start worrying about that $50,000 wedding you have to give Lexi now since you promised her that. If you had the time to start complaining to all your old customers, then you shouldn't even be worried about losing them in the first place.
Yo, screw you! Do you have any idea how difficult it is for me to find new customers right now? All the ones you stole from me, I worked for months on end finding. They should be staying with me instead of going to you and your business.
I have been putting in just as much work as you have, Zachary. But the difference is, my work actually has some merit to it because I'm working on the right things and make sure all of my designs are perfect. In your case, all that work is just you sitting around playing on your phone, only ever putting in effort when people come to you for it, and producing half-assed designs.
What?
You're going to have to work even harder now, because if you don't, you're going to lose that company of yours to bankruptcy. From what Lexi has told me, she's so happy to have herself a CEO now that she can marry. Which means, if you let your company go, she's going to be very, very sad.
And whose fault do you think it is that my company will go bankrupt from making no money? I will not take that stranger-like attitude from you now.
But I am a stranger now, am I not? And I say that because you and I are no longer married. What happens to your company from now on has nothing to do with me and my life anymore. Now what you really should be worried about is the fact that you're going to need to start paying off that settlement to me.
What? You're gonna try getting a settlement from me now?
Not try. I will be getting one from you. You were my husband at the time, yet told me about how you'd been cheating on me with my sister. I'll make sure you take responsibility for my broken heart by paying up.
But it's because of you that I'm not gonna be making any more money from my company. You can ask me for a settlement, but I won't have a way to pay you anything.
Not about you having the money to pay me or not. It's about you finding someone to lend you the money now to pay me, and paying that debt off later. If you're that worried about money right now, close your business and go find yourself a job working for someone else. Then you'll be making some income again, right?
What?
Your company's problem and the settlement I'm asking for are two separate things. Now, please get that money to me when I ask you.
Hannah, you know what? You can have Lloyd back now if you want. I don't need someone like him anymore. I have no use for a man that's not going to be making any money.
Don't be so cold about your man like that. Isn't he madly in love with you right now? I was told that you were destined for one another, so you can't be mean to the one you're destined for, right?
That destiny you and him have talked about has nothing to do with me. My future husband is not going to be some lost cause of a bankrupt man. I don't love him anymore, and I want nothing to do with him. I'll give him right back to you now. Therefore, can you please stop asking me for that stupid settlement?
Wait, so you already received the letter in the mail from my lawyer? He really is a fast-working and precise lawyer.
I can't pay this kind of money to you. All I did was steal your husband from you for a bit, and you're asking for $30,000 now because of that?
Oh, did you make sure to read everything that was written down on that letter from my lawyer? That's not just the settlement I've asked for because you took my husband, but also some other money that you owe me as well.
What? Other money that I owe you?
You're indebted to me, right? Remember how you borrowed $5,000 from me so that you could pay to find yourself a husband? So, a part of that money you owe me is that, which you have to pay me back. Of course, there was interest on that, right?
Interest? You're going to try and get that much money out of your own little sister now?
Hold on a second. What kind of a comment was that there? You're the one that read through and signed the contract we made, the IOU, yet you're complaining now?
What? What exactly was written on the IOU again?
So you didn't read that after all then. I wrote on that IOU that for every month you didn't pay me anything back, you'd be charged interest. I also made sure to write on there that if you used the money I loaned you on anything other than its intended purpose, you'd be penalized.
Penalized? What? Hold up. That was even written on there?
I told you I didn't want to lend you $5,000, but if you were willing to sign an IOU, I wanted to make sure I wouldn't be getting screwed over in any way. So I made sure to write that you would be penalized for not spending the money on the intended things.
No way, Hannah!
Yet you went right ahead and spent that money on something completely different from what you specified before. That's why, with the penalty and the interest included, you owe me $30,000 now. Please don't take it personally, because it isn't.
No way!
No way! I get that your man doesn't really have any customers anymore, but he's still a business owner, right? A CEO. If you go ahead and help him out in the most darkest of times with the company, I'm sure you can turn things around for yourselves. So don't go throwing him away and give him the help he deserves. Now, when you guys get around to having that super gorgeous wedding of yours, send me an invite. I would love to see what the wedding of two cheating assholes looks like. In order to pay off the settlement, Zachary had to drain all of his savings and still take out a loan. As for Lexi, she didn't have any savings to begin with, so her loan ended up being even larger. The financial blow was devastating for both of them. Not long after, they started hearing from their families. Their parents, furious over the scandal and ashamed of their actions, threatened to disown them. The betrayal was too much, and neither family wanted anything to do with them. Faced with being cut off, Lexi made a surprising decision. Rather than abandon Zachary and fend for herself, she told him that if they were going to lose everything, she would rather stay by his side. She figured that if she was going to be miserable, she might as well be miserable with him. And so, despite everything, they stayed together. However, Zachary's business never recovered. His company was drowning in debt, and any hope of salvaging it quickly faded. With no other option, he shut it down. Afterward, he found himself a job, but it paid little more than the failing company had. Meanwhile, Lexi was forced into overdrive, working 3 part-time jobs to pay off her massive loans as quickly as possible. Their lives had completely deteriorated, reduced to a daily grind of long hours and endless debt. As for me, things couldn't have turned out better. My company was thriving. The flood of new business kept me busy almost every day, and I was seeing consistent growth. On top of that, the hefty settlements I received from both Zachary and Lexi gave me a major financial boost. With that money, I was able to invest even further into my company, expanding its reach and increasing its profitability. I want to break things off with you and marry Lexi now.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey sis, help me! I'm in a really tough situation right now.
It's rare for you to come crying to me, Jessica. What's wrong?
Actually, I'm pregnant. I'm having a baby.
What? A baby? Congratulations, Jessica! I'm sure your husband, Nathan, must be thrilled about this.
Well, he's super happy, but it's tough. We've only been married for 6 months, right? And I got pregnant so quickly. I don't know how to prepare for any of this, so please, sis, you need to help me.
I don't know how much help I can be. I'm not exactly an expert.
What are you talking about? You're my senior in motherhood. You must know exactly how to prepare for childbirth and everything.
Senior in motherhood? Jessica, you know we don't have children, right? You should actually ask your friends who have kids for any advice about this.
Hey, wait, sis! It's not that you don't have children, it's that you can't have them. I know you and your husband are a poor, infertile couple, but that's exactly why I want to ask you.
Huh? Excuse me?
You've never given birth, but you've wanted to be a mother more than anyone, so you've studied and prepared a lot for this, right? So you probably know more about this stuff than any of my friends who have kids.
What? Is that why you came to me for pregnancy advice?
I mean, you guys have been trying for 5 years already. There were times you almost made it to delivery, right? So just teach me all that valuable knowledge from those 5 years in an easy-to-understand way.
Jessica, do you understand what you're saying? You're being incredibly insensitive.
Really? I'm just your cute little sister asking reliable Emily for advice.
What advice? You just want to brag about your pregnancy to me, to someone who hasn't been able to have a child for 5 years. How could you be so cruel?
Oh, I'm so sorry if it sounded like bragging. And I didn't even try, yet I got pregnant right away, while you've been suffering for 5 years without success.
Don't you understand other people's feelings at all? Even if I wanted to congratulate you, I can't celebrate your pregnancy like this.
I don't want congratulations from an infertile person anyway. It's bad luck, and you might give me a cursed gift or something.
What?
Anyway, just send me a list of things to buy before the birth later, okay? I seriously don't know anything about this. I need my reliable big sister's knowledge.
Jessica, I'm not going to help someone who mocks my situation. I've gone through some tough times through failed treatments. Do you have any idea how painful that is?
Oh, come on, don't be so dramatic. It's just biology. Some people can have kids and some can't. I'm the lucky one, I guess.
This isn't about luck. It's about basic human decency and empathy, something that you seem to clearly lack.
Whatever. You're just jealous because I'm having a baby and you can't.
You know what? I'm done with this conversation.
Fine, bye. But remember, I'm still going to need that baby shopping list.
Hey, Emily. Have your parents been saying anything about me lately? Did I do something to upset them?
No, I haven't heard anything. What's wrong?
Well, your parents have been cold to me lately. They ignore me when I talk to them, and recently, they haven't prepared any meals or done any of my laundry.
Really?
You've had a lot of overtime work and business trips, so it's understandable you haven't noticed, but I'm at my limit. Today, they even blame me about our child situation, loud enough for me to hear.
What? Even about children?
I took a day off during the week for working the weekend. I was relaxing in the living room when I heard, "You can't even make one child, yet you're lounging around like you deserve it."
No way.
They also said things like, "I wish we were living with Jessica's husband instead. Did I do something wrong? Is that why their attitude toward me suddenly changed?"
I'm sorry, Mark. You didn't do anything wrong. My parents are just irritated after hearing about my sister's pregnancy.
What? Jessica is pregnant?
She just told me recently, and I'm sure she told my parents too. They're probably comparing us to Jessica, who got pregnant after only 6 months of marriage. They're frustrated with us for not having a child after 5 years.
That's terrible. Children are a blessing, and we can't control it. We're doing our best too.
No excuse will mean anything to my parents. They've always been like this.
What?
Actually, my parents have always had a habit of comparing me to my sister. Jessica has always been smart and skilled and very accomplished since she was little. Every time they'd scold me, saying, "Why can't you do it? You're the older sister. You're just useless."
What? Really?
Sometimes I was just kicked out of the house or put in the storage room. They'd say, "Think about how inferior you are to your little sister in there," once I was left there for 3 whole days.
No way. Those kind parents actually did that to you?
When you become an adult, there aren't many opportunities to win awards for studying or sports, right? So I thought I was finally building a good relationship with my parents. I never imagined things would go back to how they used to be over something like this.
Your parents have been eager to see a grandchild. I understand they're being impatient, but this is wrong. They have no right to hurt me like this.
I'm really sorry about my parents. I'll talk to them properly.
You don't need to apologize. Emily, remember, you're in the same position as me. They don't have the right to hurt you just because they're your parents. Always remember that.
Thank you for saying that. I've always tried so hard to please them. Even though I know you're right, it's hard to stand up to them after all these years.
How long has this been going on exactly? The comparison with Jessica.
As far back as I can remember, elementary school, maybe even earlier.
That's awful. Did they ever even acknowledge how unfair they're being?
Never directly. Sometimes they'd say things like, "We just want what's best for you," or "We're pushing you because we care."
That's not care. That's emotional abuse.
I know that now, but growing up, it just felt normal. I thought I was the problem.
You were never the problem. Do you think your parents ever considered how their behavior affected you in the long term?
I don't think so. They only see the results, not the process or the pain.
That's just excessive pressure to put on a child. I had no idea it was this bad. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I guess I was just embarrassed, and I thought things had gotten better recently.
Until Jessica's pregnancy announcement.
Exactly. It's like they were just waiting for another reason to compare us.
That's completely inappropriate. We've been trying everything medically possible to have a child.
I know, and the treatments have been so draining, physically, emotionally, and financially.
Well, you should definitely try talking to them about your relationship with them. Tell them how you felt all these years. They have no right to treat you like this.
You're right, I will. And I'll definitely talk to them about how they've been treating you. That's completely unacceptable as well.
Thank you, but just be prepared. From what you've just told me about your childhood, they might not respond well to being confronted about this.
I know, but I have to try, for the both of us.
And I'm here whenever you want to talk more about your childhood. I want to understand everything you went through.
Thank you, Mark.
And remember, whatever happens, we're a team, and we're not defined by whether or not we can have children.
That means a lot to me. I don't know what I'd do without you. Let me think about what to say to my parents.
Same here. We'll get through this together, with or without your parents' support.
Sis, I'm moving back home today, so be nice to me. I'll be staying at home to give birth and hanging around for a while afterward.
What? You're coming home for your delivery starting today? Wait, don't just casually announce something so important. You do know that Mark and I are living at home right now.
It's not casual, it's already decided. I told Mom a while ago and she said I could come anytime I want.
Huh? Mom actually said that?
So I just came home today, since my husband Nathan is going on a business trip starting from today.
No way, wait. So you're already at the house?
I'm already relaxing in the living room. I heard you and Mark are at work now. Good job working every day, infertile couple.
I can't believe this. You can't suddenly move in with us starting today. There's no space for you to sleep anywhere in this house.
Huh? Of course there is. I'm going to use your and Mark's room.
Then where are we supposed to sleep? I refuse to sleep on the living room floor.
You guys have a perfect spot you're familiar with from the old days. Just sleep in the storage room under the stairs.
What?
You can't have kids anyway, so the storage room should be fine. An infertile couple doesn't need a big room.
Are you kidding me? I don't understand why we have to be mistreated just because we don't have children.
Who cares about reasons? The homeowners, our parents, are fine with it, so that's all that matters.
What?
The ones who said your room could be the storage room were Mom and Dad. They said your sister fails at everything. I'm tired of expecting anything from her. An infertile couple with no money can make do with the storage room. That's what they said.
What?
It's really sad that you can't have children. I got pregnant so easily, but you're stuck paying for expensive, useless treatments.
This can't be true. I just talked to them recently about this. I told them children are a blessing. I said they shouldn't treat me or Mark unfairly like this.
Well, sorry about that. Mom and Dad are always on my side, but half of it is because you've always been so incompetent, sis.
Excuse me?
I mean, you can get perfect scores just by reading textbooks, and sports improve with practice, and children naturally come when you're married. But a useless big sis can't do any of that, so Mom and Dad got fed up and take my side.
You're still as insensitive as ever, not considering the feelings of those who can't have what you have.
How could I understand the feelings of someone at the bottom? I'm not like you. I'm smart and successful. Those useless bottom feeders can sleep in the storage room. Your bedroom is mine starting today.
Fine, we'll leave right away.
Don't come back. Then I can relax. Mom and Dad will be thrilled too. They can celebrate the birth of their grandchild properly without having to be considerate.
I suppose so. Enjoy your delivery at home without the infertile couple around.
Seriously, not being able to have children is such a miserable, pathetic life. Your parents don't even try to stop you from leaving. There's no place for a childless, penniless couple at the bottom.
That's why I'll make my own place.
Huh?
Children aren't everything in life. Now I think I'll just live in a luxury high-rise and maybe raise a cat.
What? A luxury apartment? You guys have no money because of expensive fertility treatments.
I don't know what Mom told you, but Mark and I have decent incomes and savings. Not having children is sad, but it makes it easier to focus on work. Maybe that's why we've both been promoted multiple times.
Really?
Fertility treatments do cost money, but they're mostly covered by insurance now. We've also had serious discussions and set a yearly budget for treatments. Having a child isn't the only goal, and while trying to get pregnant, we've been saving for child-rearing expenses too. Before we knew it, we had saved enough for a down payment on a luxury apartment.
What?
So, this is a good opportunity for us to live peacefully as a couple. Mark has been suggesting we move out anyway. He told me, being kind to your parents is great, but if painful memories won't go away, it's important to distance yourself. Oh, and as we're moving out, I gave Nathan a call.
What? My husband?
I told him the eldest daughter's couple is moving out, so he should feel free to visit. Even though you're back home for the delivery, your husband Nathan must want to see you. I thought he might hesitate to come if he thought we were still there, so I let him know early.
No way, stop it. Why would you contact him at this time?
Was that a problem? Mom also wants to live with Nathan, so I mentioned that too.
No, that's impossible. Read the room. We're in the middle of a serious fight about the baby. Inviting him to live here is ridiculous. Consider my situation. This is so thoughtless.
What? What do you mean? What fight?
Actually, there are suspicions that my baby is from an affair.
What?
At first, he was happy about the pregnancy, but then suddenly his attitude changed. He said the timing of the pregnancy was suspicious because he was on a long business trip when it happened. So it couldn't be his child. He even demanded a test. That's why I took the opportunity to come home while he was away on another business trip.
But surely you haven't done anything like that, right? If that's the case, even if it's unpleasant, you should just take the test. I believe you can get DNA testing even during pregnancy now.
Are you crazy? That would only hurt my case. It would just provide solid evidence against me.
Wait, so it's not just a suspicion? You mean the baby really isn't Nathan's?
That's right! It's the baby of a host club guy I had fun with during his business trip, so I need to cover it up somehow. I'm escaping to my parents' home while he's on a business trip to give birth. Then, when the baby is born, I'll show him how cute it is and hope that smooths everything over. So why did you have to tell him I'm here for delivery?
What an absurd plan. I'm so shocked, I don't know what to say.
Then just stay quiet, okay? This is absolutely a secret. You cannot tell anyone about this no matter what happens.
You want me to be complicit in your adultery after you just kicked me out of my own room and insulted me repeatedly?
Come on, this is what sisters do. We support each other no matter what.
No, Jessica, that's not what sisters do. Sisters don't torment each other about their infertility. Sisters don't cheat on their husbands and expect the other to cover for them.
You're being so self-righteous right now. This isn't about you.
You're right. It's about your complete lack of morality. How could you do this to Nathan? He's a good man who loves you.
Oh, please. He's always away on business trips. What was I supposed to do? Just sit at home alone all the time?
Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do when you're married. Or find a hobby, or make friends, or literally anything other than having an affair.
You just don't understand because no one would want to have an affair with you.
I understand loyalty and respect, which are clearly foreign concepts to you.
Just promise me you won't tell Nathan anything. Just help out your cute little sister, okay?
I'm not promising anything. Mark and I will be out by tomorrow.
Fine, I don't need your help anyway. Mom and Dad love me more and they'll support me no matter what.
Good luck with that plan. Just remember that lies have a way of catching up to people.
What? Are you trying to threaten me?
No, I'm just stating a fact. Nathan deserves to know the truth, and that baby deserves to know who its real father is eventually.
You wouldn't dare tell him!
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I suggest you start thinking about how you're going to explain this when the truth inevitably comes out.
Nothing is going to come out if everyone keeps their mouth shut. This is family business.
No, this is your mess that you're trying to drag the family into. There's a difference.
Just go pack your things and get out of my room. I need to rest for the baby's sake.
Oh, don't worry. We'll move out and won't be leaving anything behind. Emily, come back right now with Mark. Jessica is gone, so let's go back to living together as a family of 4 like before. Huh? Gone? What do you mean? What actually happened to Jessica?
Nathan just took her away. He said, if you want a home delivery so badly, do it at my parents' house. And get tested right after birth. I won't let you escape. With a scary face as he took her away.
My, he came all the way to get her during his business trip.
I heard most of the story from Jessica. The baby she's pregnant with is actually another man's child, right? So I guess it can't be helped that Nathan took her away.
Oh, so you heard about that.
Yes, I heard, and she asked for my help. She said she'd try not to get caught, but if she did, she asked me to help her. She said she'd bring the child to our home, so please help her.
So, it's actually a good timing that we moved out. Jessica would definitely come back home, and when that happens, you'll need plenty of space.
No! What are you saying? Having an affair and getting caught and coming back home? How embarrassing that is for our family reputation! If this gets out, the whole neighborhood will laugh at us. Your father and I won't allow that.
But she's still your favorite daughter, and even if it's another man's child, it's still your grandchild. It's better than living with an infertile daughter and her husband, isn't it?
No, it's not. I'd rather have a wealthy, infertile couple than a dishonorable daughter. So come back right now.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard from Jessica. You both actually have high incomes, don't you? You never gave us any extra money besides living expenses, so I thought you were just poor from fertility treatments. But apparently, you've been saving quite a bit.
So what? Knowing our income won't change your mind. It's too late.
Don't be so mean. I'm saying I'd rather live with you than my smart Jessica. Isn't that nice to hear?
Huh?
You've always been worse and more useless than Jessica, but now's your chance to be useful. I won't pressure you about children anymore, so just come back. If you come back, our retirement will be secure.
We're not coming back, and we don't intend to take care of you in your old age.
What?
Of course not. You treated me and Mark terribly, and now you expect us to help? We're cutting ties with you.
Cut ties? No, you can't! We're family. We're parent and child. You can't do something so sad.
Cutting ties is sad, so it's not allowed? Then what about locking me in a storage room for 3 whole days because I was slow? What about constantly comparing me to my little sister and treating me like a failure? What about trying to make an infertile couple live in a storage room? I was really sad about all of that. But those things were okay?
Well, that's...
It's not right for family or parent and child to behave this way. Even so, when you seem to calm down as adults, I couldn't bring myself to hate you easily. That's why I agreed to live together. But this incident has finally opened my eyes. Please cut ties with me, and never contact me again.
Wait, please. I'll apologize for everything. Your father and I just expected too much from you. That's why we were so harsh.
I'm saying this because I've endured that harshness for so long. Well, take care. I'll be living happily with Mark, just the 2 of us.
Emily, please. You can't just abandon us like this. What about family loyalty?
Loyalty? That's rich coming from you. Where was your loyalty when you were belittling me my entire life?
That was just tough love. We pushed you because we wanted you to succeed.
No, you pushed me because you enjoyed comparing me to Jessica. You never celebrated my achievements, only pointed out where I fell short compared to her.
That's not true. We've always been proud of you. Emily, please. Your father and I are getting older. We'll definitely need family support.
You should have thought about that before you treated us like second-class citizens, before you told Mark he was a failure as a man.
I never said that.
You didn't have to. Your actions and implications said it for you.
I apologize for what I've done. I can change. I've learned our lesson. Please, Emily. Everyone makes mistakes. We're still your parents.
And I'm still your daughter, but that didn't stop you from treating me horribly. Biology isn't a free pass for abuse.
Abuse? That's such a harsh word. Emily, please. Please just let me apologize for everything I've done. We need you.
Goodbye, Mother. Take care of Jessica, because she's definitely going to need it. Jessica, who was taken to her husband Nathan's parents' house, was forced to undergo DNA testing, which confirmed she had been unfaithful. With evidence, she was immediately divorced and thrown out. Soon after, Jessica returned to her parents' home with her large belly, standing at the locked front door, crying loudly. They found out about the affair and are demanding compensation. Please help me and my baby. Until our parents finally gave up and let her in. As a result, my parents had to cover Jessica's compensation payment, greatly reducing their important retirement funds. On top of that, the entire neighborhood found out everything. And they now live being whispered about and pointed at throughout the town. Mark regularly receives messages from my parents saying, "Please come back and live with us. Please convince our daughter." But he just silently replies with pictures of our new cat's litter box.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.